Most men over 50 think their energy is fading because of age, but the truth is, it's usually because of one small daily habit they stopped doing without realizing it. And when that habit disappears, circulation quietly slows down, confidence dips, and everything feels heavier than it should. You wake up and it feels like your body needs a warm up just to feel normal. You sit on the edge of the bed a second longer than you used to. Your joints feel stiff, your mind feels foggy. You look in the mirror and think, when did I start feeling this old? By mid morning, your energy's already half gone. You avoid situations that require stamina, presence, or confidence, not because you don't care, but because you don't feel like yourself anymore. The silent enemy here isn't age. It's a daily pattern most men fall into without noticing. Long stretches of stillness, shallow breathing, and rushed mornings that never wake the body up. Circulation doesn't collapse overnight. It fades quietly, like a hose slowly getting kinked. And here's the part nobody tells you. Your body is built to restore blood flow naturally if you give it the right signal. That signal is simple. It's a daily movement habit that wakes up your circulation, your nervous system, and your sense of strength. Not a workout, not a punishment, a reset. Before we get into how that works, let me say something that might sting a little. Most men try to fix low energy by resting more. But when circulation is the problem, rest can actually make it worse. Let that land. Now, the habit I'm talking about is a short, intentional daily walk, done a specific way, at a specific time, with a few small tweaks that change everything. This isn't about hitting a step count. It's about sending your body the message. We're alive. We're moving. We're capable. Here's the first thing most men don't realize. In real life, you might feel tired, cold in your hands or feet, sluggish after meals, or mentally flat. You might assume it's just stress or poor sleep. But what's really happening is your circulation is stuck in low power mode. When you sit too long, breathe shallowly, and rush from one task to the next, your body never fully wakes up. Why don't men notice this? Because it doesn't hurt, there's no alarm, it just feels like aging. The simple fix is movement that's gentle but rhythmic. A 10-minute walk where your arms swing naturally, your steps are steady, and your breathing slows down through your nose. That's it. This isn't exercise. This is a circulation signal. And yes, one of the 7 things you can start today is this: a 10-minute walk every morning before you check your phone. Not fast, not slow, just steady. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Most men think circulation is about the heart, but it's actually about pressure and rhythm. Your muscles act like pumps. When you move, they squeeze veins and push blood back up. When you don't, everything stagnates. In real life, this shows up as that heavy feeling in your legs, the afternoon slump, and that sense of being off, even when nothing is technically wrong. Why don't men notice? Because the brain gets used to it. It recalibrates. What used to feel bad becomes your new normal. The fix is small and specific. During your walk, breathe in through your nose for about 4 steps and out for 6. This slows your nervous system and improves oxygen exchange. That's another one of your 7 actions. It sounds tiny, but it tells your body, we're safe, we're moving, you can open the pipes. Now I want to tell you a short story. There was a man named Ron. Late 50s, smart, successful, quiet. He used to play basketball in his 30s. By his 50s, he was sitting most of the day. He didn't feel sick, just dull, tired, less confident, less present. He kept telling himself it was normal. One day he said to me, I didn't realize I'd been shrinking my life to match my energy. He avoided trips. He avoided intimacy. He avoided anything that reminded him of how he used to feel. Years later, he told me his biggest regret wasn't what he lost. It was that he thought it was inevitable. It wasn't. That's the tragedy. Not decline, but silent surrender. Here's a harsh truth most men need to hear. If you don't tell your body to stay capable, it assumes you don't need it anymore. That's not biology being cruel. That's biology being efficient. Now let's talk about hydration, because this is the second core insight. In real life, you might wake up and go straight to coffee. Maybe 2 cups, maybe 3. You feel alert, but your hands still feel cold, your mouth feels dry, and your head feels tight. What's happening is your blood volume is slightly low, not dangerously, just enough to slow things down. Why don't men notice? Because caffeine masks the symptoms. You feel awake, but not truly energized. The simple fix is one of the easiest behaviors you can start today. Drink a full glass of water when you wake up, before anything else. Not chugging, just steady. This alone can noticeably improve circulation within minutes. That's action number 3. Now let's pause for a second. Your mind might be saying, come on, that sounds too simple to matter. I hear you. But here's the grounded truth. Your body doesn't respond to complicated. It responds to consistent. That's it. Here's another pattern interrupt line. Most men are trying to solve a lifestyle problem with a willpower solution. It never works. Now the third insight, posture. In real life, this looks like rounded shoulders, a forward head, and a compressed chest. You don't even notice it. It feels normal. But what's happening is you're physically restricting blood flow and oxygen intake. You're literally folding yourself shut. Why don't men notice? Because posture fades slowly. No one wakes up hunched. The fix is simple. During your walk, every few minutes, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest slightly, and let your arms swing freely. This opens major blood vessels. That's action number 4. This isn't about standing like a soldier. It's about giving your lungs and heart room to work. Now here's a turning point story. A man named Luis, early 60s. He started doing this 10-minute walk after dinner, not to lose weight, just to clear his head. At first, nothing dramatic happened. But after about 10 days, he noticed he didn't need to sit down immediately after meals anymore. He felt warmer, more awake, more present. 3 weeks in, he said, I feel like my body is talking to me again. That's the shift, not from effort, from rhythm. Now, the fourth insight. Most men think circulation is automatic. It's not. It's responsive. In real life, you sit for hours, meetings, driving, TV. Then you wonder why your legs feel heavy, your mind feels slow, and your drive feels muted. Why don't men notice? Because sitting is comfortable, and comfort hides problems. The fix is tiny but powerful. Whenever you've been sitting for more than 30 minutes, do 20 ankle pumps or calf raises. You can do them standing or even seated. That's action number 5. It activates what's called the second heart in your calves, which helps push blood back up. No gym, no gear. No one even has to see you. Now let's layer something surprising. Cold exposure, not ice baths, not suffering, just a 30-second cool rinse at the end of your shower. That's action number 6. In real life, warm showers feel great, but they dilate blood vessels. A brief, cool rinse constricts them, and when you step out, they dilate again. This trains elasticity. That matters. Why don't men notice? Because comfort feels good in the moment, but doesn't build resilience. The fix is brief discomfort that creates long-term responsiveness. Here's another pattern. Interrupt. Comfort is not the same as care. Now, the final insight. Evening behavior. In real life, you sit after dinner, scroll, watch, decompress. Nothing wrong with that. But your body thinks the day is over. Why don't men notice? Because mental tiredness feels like physical tiredness. The fix is one more of your 7 actions. A slow 10-minute walk after your last meal. Not for steps, for circulation, for digestion, for nervous system balance. That's action number 7. Now let's tie this all together. The one daily habit that improves circulation naturally is a short, intentional walk done with presence. Not speed, not goals. Presence. Arms swinging, chest open, nose breathing, no phone. This tells your body, we still move, we still engage, we still matter. And when circulation improves, so does warmth, clarity, stamina, and that subtle sense of confidence you didn't realize you'd lost. Not because you're forcing it, because your system is waking up. If you've been feeling flat, this isn't weakness, it's feedback. Your body is asking for rhythm, and you can answer that today, not with intensity, with consistency. You don't need to become a different man. You just need to reconnect with the one you already are. Strong doesn't mean loud. Capable doesn't mean extreme, it means responsive. You don't need motivation, you need momentum. And momentum comes from movement. If this hit home, type the phrase, I choose momentum in the comments. It's a reminder to yourself more than to me. And if you want to go deeper, the next video you should watch is about the one nighttime habit that quietly drains your energy without you realizing it. And if this kind of guidance helps you, you can subscribe to stay grounded, capable, and in your body for the long run.